Yo, ladies and gents, what is happening, my Battlefield 6 hater family, so to speak, because that's, again, what everybody labels us here on the channel. So I hope everybody's well, having an absolutely fantastic day. Friday is here, so I should imagine quite a few people are going to be playing this game over the upcoming weekend. So yeah, big thank you to everybody for your support. If you're new here, subscribe. Big thank you to everybody who has recently subscribed, as well as the guys who have been around on the channel for years. We're almost, guys, we're almost at the stage now of getting to 40,000 subscribers, which was kind of a life goal when I started doing my YouTube channel many, many years ago. So we might hit that, we might not, but we're very, very close. So yeah, big thank you to everybody. So today, guys, what I want to talk about, obviously, is Battlefield 6 again, and some of the larger, not the largest, but some of the larger content creators on YouTube are actually starting to talk negatively about the game. And for me, guys, I was probably one of the first people out there actually saying negative things about this game, but now that kind of hype train has calmed down, now that the new game goggles have come off, now that the wider community have actually got their hands on the game, I think them trying to control the narrative is proving very, very difficult for them. So you've actually got now people like Stylosa coming out who said the following: Battlefield 6 is cooked without large maps, something which we've said, you know, on this channel since the game was initially released. Then you've got our favourite here on the channel, guys, the man himself, Big Fry, who said today, played more of Empire State today, still feel the same, waiting for that Battlefield map to actually make the game good. That's essentially what he said. What I actually think, though, now, guys, when we look at it in a bit more detail, the Steam numbers for the Battlefield beta as of 8 PM last night compared to 8 PM last Friday, they've already lost 20% of its players. Now, again, that just shows you that, okay, there's going to be a few people who's played it who's had no real intention of playing the game to begin with, but it just kind of shows you how quick a lot of the Battlefield community have stopped playing this game. How quick people have just been instantly turned off by the game and what it represents. Because ultimately, guys, it doesn't represent a traditional Battlefield game. Again, the disclaimer here, because a lot of people go, oh, BF3, BF4 had small maps. Yes, they did, guys, but they was the minority, not the majority. A lot of people going, oh, it's only a beta, blah, 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 beta bullshit. You know, if you're dumb enough to think this is a fucking beta, like, please do not go outside for the safety of your own health. Please do not try to cross a road unattended without somebody holding your hand to make sure you get to the other side without being actually run over. So, yeah, public safety announcement there. If they was wanting to make a Battlefield game which appealed to Battlefield players, they would have made at least one of the large maps. So Mirak Valley, even Firestorm, which again, Firestorm, you could class Firestorm as a medium-sized map when you look back on what used to be defined as a larger or medium-sized map in all the Battlefield games. But nonetheless, they could have given us a larger map for the beta. But there's a reason why, guys. There's a reason why they've not given us that. And that all comes down to, ladies and gentlemen, they want Call of Duty players. They want to make a mainstream Battlefield game in name only. They want the Call of Duty player base, guys. They want the run and die crowd, because the run and die crowd who are happy, you know, playing a meat fest of a video game are the ones who are going to spend money on all the transactions. Same, for the exact same reason that even though it's incredibly unpopular with the design choices, the Beavis and Butthead skins, all that shit, you know, in Call of Duty right now, there's a reason why Call of Duty's got skill-based matchmaking. There's a reason why Call of Duty has those stupid skins in, because that makes them the most money. And ultimately what EA are doing, what DICE are trying to do, you know, led by Vince, is basically replicate that, but replicate it through their Battlefield brand. Hence why we've got the most Call of Duty-like Battlefield game ever. Is it really that difficult to make a good Battlefield game? And like I said in yesterday's video, the only map I'm playing now is Liberation Peak, because it's it's the best map in the beta, without doubt. But even this map has its own problems. It's not really an open Battlefield map. Like, every way to go, if you're going from C to D, there's 2 lanes. There's 2 lanes. You can't really go over anything because there's mountains in the way everywhere. Again, that is not a traditional Battlefield map design. There's not enough freedom of movement within Liberation Peak. And even Liberation Peak, the actual size of it is still small. But again, it's the largest map which has got all-out warfare. When I mean all-out warfare, guys, what I'm talking about is that, okay, you've got infantry, you've got tanks, you've got, like, anti-air vehicles, you've got jets, you've got a chopper. Again, you still not even got the little bird, what's been in pretty much every single Battlefield game in its time period of where that'd be available. Maybe Battlefield 3 and 4. Maybe I'm going a bit, off key there, actually, factually. Again, there's a lot missing. It's still not a Battlefield game. It's quite clearly wanting, they're begging for the pre-orders, from all those COD fanboys who are dumb enough to even play Call of Duty to begin with. That's the audience they want. They want the dumb fucks playing the game who are going to spend loads of money on cosmetics. In some cases, they can't even see while they're playing the game. That's kind of how crazy it is. I've never understood why people want to have character skins in a first-person shooter, because you can't fucking see it. But it's a different thing about weapon camos and all that kind of stuff. I get that. It just makes it feel a bit nice when you're playing the game. But I'd rather have weapon camos in a game as a badge of honor, so to speak. So if you get 1,000 kills with this or that, you get a certain weapon camo, for doing it. Like headshot medals you used to get years ago in COD. You get a gold camo if you get, 10,000 headshot kills or whatever it was, back in the day. I think it was 1,000. I don't really agree with camos full stop in an FPS game, but the weapon ones, I can kind of get on board with that, because again, it gives you a bit of customization. And let's be real, guys, variety is the spice of life. But unfortunately, for some reason, the developers of this Battlefield game just want small, meat fest maps. Shoot and die, shoot and die, shoot and die, run for 2 seconds, shoot and die. That's not the Battlefield experience, and it's nice to see now that a lot of creators are actually starting to talk about this. Yes, it's a shame they didn't talk about it immediately, but again, that's down to the fact that they all got invited to EA Studios. They're all, therefore, by definition of the word, a shill, because you've got a close working relationship with a company, and you're not really disclosing that. So yeah, to everybody who said Battlefield is back, I've got a message for you. Go fuck yourselves. And not many people are talking about this. I don't even think I've talked about it, to be honest. This is the showcase event for them. This is the event they've used to get as many pre-orders as they can. And unfortunately, there's numbers circulating that, over like 600, 700,000 people have pre-ordered the game, which is crazy. Battlefield, again, well, just not Battlefield. Gamers in general are dumb anyway. Like, you shouldn't be really pre-ordering anything unless it's some kind of fucked up weird collector's edition with figurines and you're into all that shit. But, to pre-order a game just to get 3 days early access or to get 2 or 3 skins, like, what the fuck are you doing? Give me your money. I'll have that money. What you're throwing away on stupid shit. Like, let alone the Phantom Edition where it's, $100? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, $100 for a game which operates then as a live service video game. So when the servers go off, that's it, you're screwed. You own nothing, and you'll be happy, and you'll like it, and you'll agree to it in the terms and conditions when we allow you to own a license to play the game, essentially, because that's what it is. A license. You don't own the game, you just own a license to play it, and they can revoke it at any time. It's just shit, guys. It's shit, honestly. And people who pre-order games, you are the motherfuckers who enable this. You enable this behavior from billion-dollar corporations. But nonetheless, guys, at least maybe our voices was heard, and then the larger channels, not the largest ones, but larger than mine, are starting to talk out about, yeah, this isn't really what Battlefield should be. So you guys, all give yourself a pat on the back. You've done a great job. It's not just me. Yes, I've kind of give people a voice, to come together on here, because again, a lot of people were saying they were getting banned on EA forums, they were getting banned on the official Battlefield Reddit, and even fan Reddits as well. People saying they were getting banned on Discord, banned from other YouTubers' channels, to comment. But at least, guys, we've got a home here. We're always going to be continuing to be critical about video games, regardless of what game it is, because why shouldn't people who are going to be negative, especially when it's constructive, because we like to be constructive here, but again, we get all the fanboys who don't listen to videos, they don't take anything on board, they just, for some fucked up weird reason, that they defend these video game companies, again, billion-dollar video companies, who are, treat their employees like shit, let's be real. They treat them like they're a family member when you're saying anything critical on the internet about them. It's like, get a fucking grip, guys, they're a video game company. We here on the channel, myself, and obviously most people who watch my channel, want a decent Battlefield game, and that's ultimately what these videos are trying to highlight, instead of being, like the fucking shills. And it's not just the shills, there's a load of like smaller channels who suck off any developer, not just DICE or EA or Activision. They suck off every video game, because ultimately what they want to achieve in their YouTube channel is to become the next shill, instead of being, straightforward, honest with your fans, and actually trying to improve video games. But again, thank you everybody for watching. Appreciate your support as always. And yeah, let's just hope that our questions get answered. Let's just hope, right? Let's just hope right at the end of the video that we actually get last minute EA thing. Okay, shit, the narrative's not working. Let's put one of the largest maps into the beta for over the weekend. Let's just hope that happens. All right, love you all, guys. Again, thank you for your support. Have a great weekend. Goodbye for now, my friends.